What up? What up? What up? Strictly Podcast, man. Episode number 175. My name is Randy Little. If you new to this, welcome. I hope you enjoy yourself. We squatted up. Sigmund, Goodman, Rocket. We four deep in this one. And I was gonna do some Christmas related. I thought about playing the card game. But tragically, Rob Reiner recently passed away. So this is basically a Rob Reiner tribute episode. No matter what we talk about on this episode, we come back to the legacy and just the greatness of the content, the entertainment that Rob Reiner provided, how good of a dude he was. And I mean melancholy, is that the word? It's a somber. It's a sad episode, I guess. In theory, we don't want to be talking about this because of what happened, but we get to acknowledge all the dope movies and acting that he gave the world. While I'm thinking about it, shout out to you. I hope everybody has a good holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Y'all gonna see a lot of me if you follow this podcast over the next 2 or 3 weeks. Because those top 5, I didn't get to do it last year. I got sick. And I'll say it again on the next episode. But the top 5 favorites of the year with the homies, the 5 most anticipated with the homies, those episodes are coming. And throw us a rating, throw us a thumbs up, throw us a thumbs down, however many stars, whatever the number might be. It's all love, no matter where in the world you are. So let's just recently in the movie theater, the weekend of the 12th of September, the weekend of the 12th of December, Ella McKay came out, directed by James L. Brooks, starring Emma Mackey. Wake Up Dead Man, the new Knives Out installment, was on Netflix. This past current weekend, however you want to look at it, we got Avatar, Fire and Ash, the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants, The Housemaid, and then upcoming Christmas Day, Marty Supreme comes out. Whatever we're calling Anaconda, I don't think it's a remake. I don't think it's a reboot. I don't think it's a requel. It's some kind of like Tropic Thunder-esque adjacent comedy thing. I don't know. Like I hope it's as funny as it looks. And then a Song Sung Blue, Hugh Jackman, Kate Hudson, gosh, directed by Craig Brewer. I hope it's good. I don't know if I'll get to see it. And then, I mean, technically that's it before the next episode. But before the next group episode, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if anything comes out on January 2nd. Let's hit physical media right quick. On the 9th of December, we had Dogma 4K, Minority Report, Catch Me If You Can, Emperor's New Groove, Airplane, Top Secret all got upgrades. Good Fortune came out. Jarhead and Awakening upgrades. I see a Southpaw Steelbook, Strangers Chapter 2, Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Season 3. Good Fortune got a Blu-ray? Let me see it. This past Tuesday was the 16th. That Arrow Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy 4K came out. Boogie Nights got a 4K. That Pee-wee's Big Adventure Criterion came out. See a Wolf of Wall Street 4K. couple re-releases, couple upgrades, man. What this upcoming Tuesday is the 23rd of December. Black Phone 2, Begonia, Big Bold Beautiful Journey, and then the 30th looks like Breakdown is going to get a 4K. Kino is putting those two Babe movies out. Relatively light. Relatively light on releases for the last Tuesday this year. I'll be back. Like I said, we'll be squatted up. Talking about a couple trailers. But again, like primarily paying respects to Rob Reiner. I'll be back. Put a wrap on this thing. It's Rec League. Back at it. Last proper podcast of the year. And we got a full squad. So nice of Eric Sigmund to join us. So nice of Nicholas Goodman not to be at a concert. And for now, Rocket's internet is connected.
Hey, bro, this is why I've said that I've been dealing with bullshit right now. So
it just goes up like it's like, and that was fun.
Jingle All the Way does take place in Minnesota, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does.
No idea. I thought it was like New York.
And don't forget, you're my number one customer. But
Gonna make it.
Since the last episode, Rob Reiner passed. I don't really want to get into any of the fucked up details as to what happened. I just want to talk about, how dope the entertainment that he put out and gave the world was. I ain't never watched no All in the Family, but everybody knows Meathead. Like we've said in the group chat, this dude, he had like the most untouchably perfect 10, maybe longer, 10-year directing run from Stand By Me to American President, everything in between, all bangers.
And if it wasn't for The Sure Thing, the run would have been started earlier.
Sure Thing is a great movie.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. It's just unfortunately wasn't a hit.
Not Stand By Me.
The Sure Thing is as good as any of those.
Not Princess Bride. Not When Harry Met Sally. Not Misery. Not A Few Good Men.
Good men. Yeah.
Gosh.
Sure Thing.
All different genres, like all hits.
Mm-hmm.
American President.
I was named after The Sure Thing. If you've ever seen the movie,
I believe it.
Where I love The Sure Thing. It's like a lot of people have been leaving that out of like his run, like his 80s to like early 90s run. I'm like, it's like on at least kind of a par with like all of like,
yeah.
So good. Like it's not like, oh yeah, he took a dip. It's so great.
No, it's good. You know what the unfortunate thing is? It was released in the year of 1985.
Yeah.
And it didn't get proper.
Yeah. It's kind of a Christmas movie. I should watch it at Christmas. But
on Christmas Day.
There's a scene where they're like hitching a ride, and so John Cusack is a guy and a girl, and she's pretending she's pregnant, and she gets in the car, and the lady that picks him up is like, "What are you gonna name the baby?" And she's like, if it's a girl, Cynthia. If it's a boy, Elliot." And John Cusack just like freaks out. He just like loses. He's like, "Elliot?" And then he just goes on this whole parody. He's like, "You got him a real name, Dick." And for whatever reason, my parents like, that's where they got, like, they just were like, that is a great name.
Yeah.
And it's
who is
really talks about other than us, and we'll like watch it and just be like, God, this is a classic.
Let me ask you, Nick, who is The Sure Thing? Do you remember?
It was what's her name from Desperate Housewives.
Yep.
She is The Sure Thing. And like the DVD cover is
That's
just
what she's
her,
credited as,
which is weird. I always thought that was a weird DVD cover. It's just her. I'm like, that's not indicative of what this movie is.
Oh man,
a lot of people leave it out, like they talk about his run, which is like unbelievable. But I'm like, to me, you include that in the run, and that makes the run like it's still like the best run like any director's had. It's like this is Spinal Tap, The Sure Thing, Stand by Me, Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, and A Few Good Men, like back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like I don't know if anybody touches that. Like we could analyze that and like zoom out. And I'm like, I don't know.
But does like The Sure Thing get lumped in as like another like John Cusack like teeny rom-com, and then Stand by Me, the Stephen King adaptation, was just a game changer?
It could, but to me, it's like better. Like I think The Sure Thing is like better than Say Anything.
Yeah, I give you that.
He's so funny in it. Like he's so good in it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't understand how.
It was like an HBO, not mainstay, but that's where I saw it. Like,
yeah,
it's a shame. Is it even I didn't do the research for that. Is it? Can't you even find it anywhere? Stream it.
Probably not. Shot
Yeah.
Blu-ray of it like 10 years ago.
No, so that's out of print.
But it's like Tim Robbins is in a scene and he's so fucking funny. It's such a funny movie. Anthony Edwards is in it. It's really good. Like it's a hilarious movie. And it's like a good rom-com. I usually watch it, like I'll watch it here and there, like around like Valentine's Day, but it is like a Christmas movie. They're like going home for Christmas.
No, not streaming anywhere.
Sucks. It's really good. It's not When Harry Met Sally, which is like
My favorite.
a blueprint. It's like the best rom-com ever, arguably.
Yeah.
It's
Hell
like
yeah.
it's like pretty much everything after that was like trying to be that. Even the ones with like Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
It's like Sleepless in Seattle. That's a great movie, and I think You've Got Mail is really good. But it's like both of those are like trying to like, get that spark, like that lightning in a bottle. Like, what if she does it again? And it's like it's not Warner's good. It's like how everything wanted to be Die Hard after Die Hard.
Not
man.
even Die Hard 2 was Die Hard.
Yeah. But yeah, that shit's crazy. I was like following it as it was happening. Like, cause I like texted you guys. And I was like, I don't know if we have like information yet, but it's looking like this happened. And that sucks.
Fuck yeah. Rocket. Any thoughts?
It's just unfortunate on how he passed away. Because who knew, like I said, I think his last movie is going to be, it was a Spinal Tap 2. I think he was doing something else that's going to be his final movie. Like they just wrapped up filming and all that.
What I read, like, I think they might have done like a concert movie.
Yeah, something like that. That's that's pretty much. So his bookends are, the first Spinal Tap, and it's going to be now this one as well. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's what a weird way to end a career, but also, it's very unfortunate on his passing and how it happened, because who knows what else he would have done. You know what I mean? We all said he could have done any genre. And you know what? I think he's a very underrated director, because he's not like, I don't want to say he's like a Nolan or Spielberg, but that within that run,
Yeah.
that was pretty close to something like that. And at the end of the day, it's like, the only other director that I know could do a ton of different genres, there ain't many. Spielberg is one, Nolan is another, and after that, it's a short list.
Yeah, I kind of see what you mean.
Yeah,
it's like
he's gonna do what he's doing. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Spielberg.
It's like Princess Bride. It's a fantasy comedy. A Few Good Men, to me, is fantastic.
Oh yeah,
it's a thriller drama if you think about it. I mean, he did a whole, like Spinal Tap. That's like a documentary right there. Like he's doing all different types of genres, and that run, with Misery, Princess Bride, Stand by Me, Few Good Men. I mean, the list goes on and on. Like that run, it was hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
And it's like
not many directors can do that.
Oh, he did like those are classics. Like those are great movies.
Yeah.
Like Spinal Tap is like the blueprint for that kind of like the mockumentary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, does Spinal, and then that's like his whole career after that. Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show.
So speaking of which, I'm sorry.
Wouldn't be The Office without that. There wouldn't be Parks and Rec or Abbott Elementary. Like none of that happens.
That's true. And Rocket Nick, you all said something that Christopher Guest hates.
Mockumentary.
Mockumentary. He hates that.
Yeah, but that's what it is. That's
Yeah,
what
but
it is.
the reason he says that we're not just a Spinal Tap. So the Waiting for Guffman and all the other ones, maybe yes, but he said as far as this is Spinal Tap, he said we're not mocking it. He said we're spoofing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one
But
of,
yeah, it's just a generic thing to call it a mockumentary because, like you said, he redefined it.
Mhm. But that's like that's like the blueprint for that whole
Yeah.
thing. And then like Stand By Me. I mean, that's like one of the, like you say, it's like coming of age films. Coming of age, like truly. Like people will be like, oh, like,
Yeah.
like that's no. Like,
And if y'all didn't put it together, John Cusack is in that for
Yeah.
a reason.
and it's like coming of age, it's like Stand By Me is kind of like that. Like it really is. It's not just like, oh, that's a great Stephen King adaptation. It's like, no, that's like the like young camaraderie.
Right.
The only other things you have like that mirror that are like the Goonies and stuff like that, where it's like, no. This is like these kids were growing up. They were becoming teenagers. And that's what that is. And like when Harry Met Sally is like the blueprint for like the modern rom-com. To this day. Like they make
Yeah.
a thing,
Yeah.
but that's what they're going for. Like they're like like the two people like standing like this. That's that. Any other rom like, His Girl Friday or something like that from like way back in the day where everybody just was hard eyes. It's like no, like the created, like there's things that he put in his movies that like are just a part of modern vernacular that like don't even I'll have what she's having and you're high maintenance and like those are say all the time that are from When Harry Met Sally. Like there's
Wasn't that his mother?
I think
what?
so.
The I'll have what she's having actress in that scene. That was
his mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like that's what people say. They don't even these go to 11. Like, oh, we're gonna crank it up to 11. That all the time. No, it's like, dude, that's a direct reference to a
Played by Reiner's mother.
That is a term that didn't exist before that movie.
Yeah, damn.
People will be like, yes, it did, and I'm like, no,
Nah.
that's not a thing. That's something he created. Is like for the movie, and now people just call it like, oh, that's my bucket list. Not even that great. Doesn't matter.
I mean, but also like, look at his movies though. Nick, you just hit on the head. Like with Harry Met Sally. I'll have what she's having, but also Princess Bride. As You Wish.
As You Wish.
A Few Good Men.
Oh,
You
yeah.
Can't Handle the Truth.
You can't handle the
Spinal Tap. This goes to 11. You know what I mean? Like every movie he has a line in that movie that everybody quotes, and it's also like, look where he started, where he sank his teeth in TV show All in the Family. It was a 70s hit. I remember watching the show on reruns, like when I was way younger. But at the end of the day, it was like he was face to face with an actor, Carol O'Connor, who was fantastic. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what a way to sink your teeth into
And
your
his
career,
dad.
what you wanted to do, And Carol O'Connor was his father-in-law, called him meathead, all that, like the back and forth. But also, Carol O'Connor was a highly distinguished actor. Like, he was fantastic, and at the end of the day, he played like, a racist, father-in-law, but yet he was never that way. And yet Rob Reiner, he says, and I know in an interview a while, he says doing that show is what helped him gain a lot of experience with an actor like that, doing that show. And once he did that, I mean, yeah, he cameoed in some of his movies here and there. But at the end of the day, it's like that's what got his career jump started. And then that run. Like, and that's the thing, is probably within that run, look at the actors that worked with him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like countless actors have like he the biggest break of my career. He was like absolute dream to work. And it's important to note, like, he was very outspoken like left wing guy. I mean, for like ever, like they made fun of it on people like referencing. Like, there's an episode of South Park where he's on it, and it's sort of like poking fun at him, but it's like he just wants to like everyone to stop smoking, and he just goes on this big like get people to stop smoking.
I remember that.
It's just South Park. It's nothing really like, oh, that's not going to age well. It's South Park. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But for a long time, and you know, obviously you have people, you know, when he passed that said certain people that said real shitty, gross things.
What a world we live in.
We don't acknowledge that shit.
Yeah, it's so insane.
A lot of people
we don't acknowledge the trash
that have come forward who would normally be pretty like lame, who have been like, he was a dream. He was a dear friend of mine. I loved Rob Reiner. And a lot of people, it's like you forget, like a show like All in the Family. It's like that show has that reputation, like for a reason. Like even like back, 40, 50 years when it was on, it was like a pretty big deal to have. It wasn't just like, oh, Archie Bunker is so funny. It's not like he was Fred Flintstone, like, oh, he's so great. He's the matriarch of the family. The point of that show was just like they were this, I wouldn't say dysfunctional family, but like the point of the show was that he was like this. Meathead was like this. His daughter was like a ditz. His wife was a ditz. And it all had him under the house. And no matter what happened on the show, that never changed. It wasn't like, say like The Office, where it's like you watch the beginning episodes and Michael is like unbearable and they sort of like soften him up and make him like a little smarter, a little more sweet, like as it goes on. And then the other character, they make him a little less like annoyed by his shtick, and that they all kind of, you can tell like they get along more. All in the Family wasn't like that. It was like the whole show, it was like they never shied away from it. It was just like,
how long did that show run?
Like Meathead was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and Archie was never really like, okay, fine, I'm gonna do this, and that's the importance of that show.
Yeah, and he was on it 8 seasons,
and it's
71 to 79.
Was it Archie's Place, or what? Wasn't there like there was like a spinoff show, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was. I forget the name of it.
Only Rocket and Eric are old enough to remember.
Boy, I was definitely right.
No.
That was.
I mean, like
spinoffs.
It's weird how much pop culture stuff I know.
Maude,
Good Night being
the Jeffersons, Archie Bunker's Place.
I want to say two things about. Well, you can say a lot about him, but it's one thing I wouldn't have brought this up if he himself didn't have humor about it. So, I'm from the greatest city in the world.
New York?
Indianapolis?
One of the greatest cities in the world. It's Chicago. So we got a lot of near and dear to our hearts people. So Siskel and Ebert are one of those things. Roger Ebert, Gene Siskel, two of the most popular movie critics for 20 years at a point. I'm going to read this excerpt. It's a review from a movie, and I want y'all to tell me what movie it is. Nick already knows. So here it is. I hated this movie. Hated it. Hated every simpering, stupid, vacant, audience insulting moment of it. Hated the sensibility that thought anyone would like it. Hated the implied insult to the audience by its belief that anyone would be entertained by it.
Spinal Tap?
I've never seen the movie.
Nick, no. What is it, Nick?
Well, it's not Spinal Tap.
It's called North. It came out in
94.
94, 95. I've never.
Starring Elijah Wood, Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
North.
I've never. I really don't even know. From what I understand, it's kind of like one of those like intersecting.
Yeah, it's one of
movies.
But the thing is, I read that excerpt, and Rob Reiner actually replied to that specific thing by Roger Ebert. He said, Rob Reiner, the greatness of Rob Reiner. He said, if you read between the lines, it's not actually that bad.
Yeah.
And he said that about the quote that Ebert gave. Also, it proves a thing. I'm not bringing this up. it proves, because that came before a couple of other movies hitters that he had. It proves that his career, could bounce back.
Oh yeah.
And because American President came after that, another underrated flick of his.
And that was
a good one.
But the movie was one of those like by committee movies, and it just came out as trash. It's a bizarre. I recommend just looking at it.
Right, yeah, like what I like. They always compare it to like there's like those movies like Heaven's Gate or like are those movies that are just like they're like, well, maybe we can just chalk it up to being like a big swing and a miss, and it's like, is it bad though? Or like Cloud Atlas, like those movies where they're just like, well, maybe the real, the audacity. And it's like, well, maybe.
Hit the reception tab on Wikipedia. North has been called one of the worst films ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but is it really though?
Probably not.
Like some of the movies, like I was like looking through his filmography. His like the second stage. Like I remember watching Rumor Has It with Jennifer Aniston. Thinking that sucks. Like I remember this movie sucks. I hate this. This is a weird plot. I don't like it. But at no point was I like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, at no point was I like, oh, well, yeah, Rob Reiner's lost it. I'm just like, he still did When Harry Met Sally. He's allowed to have. Right. And then he did The Bucket List, which was like a hit, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
no, it was a hit, yeah.
It was like a big hit. People still, like I said, they still reference that movie all the time, whether they know it or not.
But it's like, bro, like, his dad was a legend too.
Carl Reiner?
He never popped up in any of his movies either. He just got it on his own.
And it's bizarre. Like, it's like Carl Reiner, like his best buddies, like, his like big break was working on the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also like famously like worked with Mel Brooks, and they were like Batman and Robin, and they did all this together. And Reiner's only been dead like 5 years. I thought he died maybe like 17-ish. He only died in like 2020, and Dick Van Dyke and Mel Brooks are still kicking. Like that.
Yeah, Dick Van Dyke just turned 100.
How much that sucks for them to see this happen.
Yeah.
Not only the way that it happened.
And the crazy part is people forget, like Carl Reiner, he was in the Ocean 11 movies.
Yeah, like Carl,
it's like
there was like, it was just like he was
introduced him to a whole new generation.
Yeah, he was in 2.5 Men episodes. Like he was still getting it in.
Yeah, like it was a point where I was just like, yeah, he's still kicking. Like he's just old. Like I don't subscribe to the like, you just die because you're old. Like I don't like it happens a lot, and people are always just like, well, he was old. I remember when Christopher Plummer died. I was like, what the fuck are we talking about here? And they're like, well, he was like 91. And I was like, no, fuck that. He just did Knives Out like yesterday. Like, what are we talking? Like, yeah, you just get old and you just get old. I was like, no way. And then it turned out later that like he like had a fall or something. There was something that caused it.
Yeah.
I did it. And it was like, yeah, like Carl Reiner, what was he, like 98, 99 or something like that when he died?
He was up there. Yeah, definitely.
I was like, you don't just go. Like, you live. If you thrive. And that's why like Dick Van Dyke's still kicking. Like, I like subscribe to that. I'm like, if you're like, you thrive when you like, you have the energy and like you gave the world so much positive energy. I believe that. Like Betty White lived so long.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm gonna die young. I bring nothing but negative. I do not see myself being like even like.
But I wanted to bring something up because it's a lot people forget about. Like Randy's wearing a Seinfeld hat.
It's intentional.
And people would be like, what's the connection between Rob Reiner and Seinfeld? Like the production company.
Yeah.
Good old Castle Rock Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and here's the question.
Yeah.
Jerry just come out and said the other day that if Rob didn't say give him a chance, Seinfeld was getting cut.
Yeah, because look at Nick. He's like, for real.
It's an untouchable legacy. It is like the example of like they talk about their flowers while they're here, and then you like regret it later. I'm like, I'm not sure we gave Rob Reiner his flowers while he was.
No, that went to Larry David and Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
for the most part. I mean, what's deserved, but also you can still give other people
GOAT
but,
sitcom.
Castle Rock Entertainment. Do we have the Shawshank Redemption without that?
Now, Nick, that's where I was going, and I want to ask you a question because I just heard about this that I didn't know. The direction of that movie could have went a totally different path, and I want to ask y'all after I say what it was because I guarantee y'all don't know it. Would it have been what it would have been? So, this is Frank Darabont's his directorial debut.
Yep.
But he's written a couple of movies. Frank Darabont wrote one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. People forget. So here it is.
I'm assuming 3.
Yeah, it was 3.
Yeah, pick a good one.
Yeah, and so
there wasn't that many choices. Let's be honest.
For real. So Frank Darabont, he had a big actor who wanted to do Shawshank. He wanted to do the Andy Dufresne role, and this actor said, this actor who just worked with Rob Reiner said he would do the movie if Rob Reiner would oversee the production. And Rob Reiner said, no, this is Frank Darabont's movie, and he's going to do his thing, and I believe in him. So that actor fell out the project. This actor is Tom Cruise.
Crazy. That's
I
crazy.
think it worked out for the better.
Yeah. And also,
good.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see.
Good. It's not like it would have been bad.
Because Tom Cruise would have been actually a little more faithful to the book. Because the way Andy Dufresne is described, Tim Robbins is 6'5". I don't know if y'all know that.
Motherfucker.
Tall, big guy.
It's kind of, and you got to give credit to, I forget the actor in the movie. He's
So what was it? It was a reverse Jack Reacher situation.
Yeah, the actor that was harassing Andy Dufresne in the movie from Aliens, Rush Hour. I forget his name. I'm sorry. And he was good in that, and he made you believe that he could bully big ass Tim Robbins.
Yeah.
But also another thing is Stand By Me. Stand By Me, and which was The Body. That's the original name, the actual name of the book. Yeah. It's called The Body. So The Body, which would be Stand By Me, and Rita Hayworth and The Shawshank Redemption was in the same collection called Different Seasons. And Rob Reiner said, he's like, damn, I had this story because they were in the same book. Rob Reiner said, damn, I had that story on my desk all this time and I looked over it. Because when Frank Darabont put that script out there, everybody wanted it. Oh, another thing that would have changed the course of history. Frank Darabont wanted to do this movie so bad. Rob Reiner offered him $3 million to let him direct it. This is 1993 money. And Frank Darabont turned it down.
To direct Shawshank?
Right, yeah. What's that?
To direct Shawshank?
Yeah, Rob Reiner wanted it for himself at first.
Oh.
And Frank Darabont turned it down because he really wanted to do it. And what kind of movie would this... And imagine... It would have still been great, but imagine how different it would have been. I mean, if Rob Reiner had directed it.
Reality where it wouldn't have also been a great movie.
Yeah.
Still would have knocked it out of the park.
Being A Few Good Men. And I'm like,
he
had that.
Well, Darabont took Shawshank. I guess I'll go do North.
That's funny.
Free time to do my passion project North.
Yeah, but no, it's interesting. I mean, the course of history, like with all of that, and Tom Cruise and Rob Reiner wanted to do it, and also people.
History things like have changed because like Tom Cruise passed on something. Or like, he was heavily considered for something and was like, nah, or it's not gonna work, or we can go cheaper.
Yeah,
a lot.
And it's another movie I want to shout out. One of my favorite movies of Rob Reiner's. Okay, so the dude whose performance I'm about to praise is a bit of a creep, but his performance in the movie, he's a villain in the movie. Movie's based on a true story, unfortunately.
That tracks.
So the movie is about civil rights activists, the murder of Medgar Evers. Movie's called Ghost of Mississippi.
Ghost of Mississippi.
Great movie.
And I got to give it to him for what it is. James Woods
James Woods is great. Like
he gives a great performance.
That's like the disappointing thing with him. Right
Yeah,
now.
that's.
He really came forward like last week. It was like,
Yes,
am
he
I in the
did.
dark though? Why is he a creep?
Huh?
Is he a creep just because he's a Republican, or has he done some foul shit?
No, stories have come out. It's not really hard. He's been like flirting with underage and this and that.
Okay, yeah, that's nasty.
There's some like grapevine shit. That, but it's like
That's like, bro, like we got to get off like telling people that they're shitty people based on a difference of opinion politically.
Yeah, no, it ain't that.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
has been some. Yeah, I agree with that. But now he's had some like inappropriateness.
But
like,
yeah, to a degree, I'm that way. But I'm like, where we are in life right now, I'm like, there's like a different level that you
No,
hit.
but that's it though, because of the piece of shit that's in office.
Mm-hmm.
That's why everybody acts the way they do. If there was a real Republican, a real politician running shit, it'd be a little. There'd be tension, but it'd be a little more tame.
It used to be
Before 2016, it was more civil discussion.
But like it's like James Woods.
You got to
was one
check
of
ID first, player.
who like came and he was like, I loved Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
Gave me a huge opportunity in my career to like step up in this role. I loved working with him. I loved his family. I loved being friends with him. Rob Schneider said like really.
Yep.
I was like, this is one of those things where it was like you may have trumped too close to the sun with all your negative like people. It was like that's the thing what I was saying earlier with like, All in the Family. Everyone loved All in the Family. Show for everyone.
You
and
weren't
it's
even
still
born.
it's still kind of like, oh, we're kind of living this right now, where it was just like this for a half hour every week.
I saw a clip on Instagram where Carol O'Connor and him were arguing about how to put your socks and shoes on.
That shit's fun.
She was hilarious.
It's funny, and like it was little things like that with him eating, like he had like a plate of food and he just starts eating the peas and nothing else, and like Archie will be talking, he'll just stop and he'll be like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm eating." He's like, "Why don't you like you're just eating the peas?" He's like, "I'm gonna get to the other stuff." That's dumb, and he just like sits there.
I do that too. I eat one thing at a time. I do that too.
That was normal.
The peas, and he's like, they're not going anywhere, and it's just 20 minutes, and it's like that's Seinfeld. It's like they write things that it's like, what if they just argue about some stupid bullshit for like 10 minutes, and then the episode just keeps going?
And also, Nick, you said something about laying the blueprint. The blueprint for the greatest rom-com, the blueprint for the structure of Curb Your Enthusiasm comes directly from This Is Spinal Tap. Because there is no script. It's just an outline. Get to this point, and then improv. Like, a lot of flowers.
I don't think they did a good enough job.
Gosh.
I will say this though, Eric, you hit it on the head though. Like with Shawshank Redemption, Rob Reiner said this is Frank Darabont's movie.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Reiner, people forget, was great at picking out talent. For example, Frank Darabont, he did Shawshank Redemption. What was his next movie?
Yeah, he did some of the best Stephen King adapted.
Green Mile.
Green Mile.
Yeah.
Then he did The Majestic.
The Mist.
The Mist. And then also,
unfortunately, he did Dreamcatcher, but we're not gonna talk about that. But
no, but I'm saying though, for the most part,
right.
Darabont did Dreamcatcher.
Yeah.
Right, but
Lawrence Kasdan did Dreamcatcher.
I know.
Yeah. But the thing about it though is he was
Castle
one of my
Rock,
favorite
though.
shows at the. I still will follow it, even though it's kind of like lost his luster with a lot of people. But The Walking Dead, he was the showrunner for the first basically year and a half until him and AMC had some disputes on money and all that, and they let him go. And there's a couple of actors, like say in The Mist, there's an actor in The Mist who's a good friend of him, Jeffrey Demune. He was in The Walking Dead, and the reason why he got killed off in season 2, spoiler if you haven't seen it.
Chill. I was just
spoiler.
His character died in season 2 because
petty
Frank Darabont got fired, and they were good close friends.
Yeah,
And then
he
when
spoke
found
up.
and he spoke up. So then when he wanted to get back on, AMC said it was too late. We already killed off your character.
Yeah,
So
that's a
that's why he
BS.
ended up back. But Frank Darabont, anything he does, especially directs or he's
He's
involved
gold.
in, it intrigues me,
Yeah.
and I want to see it.
And let me tell you this,
Agreed.
Rocket. I'm sorry. You spoke about that. It's something. I don't know if y'all noticed. The very first season of The Walking Dead, when Rick is in the tank,
Yep.
there's a dead soldier next to him, and it's not just any dead soldier. It's Sam the Whitworth,
Yeah.
and that
A
was supposed to
Supergirl
spin off
fan.
into something.
Luke
And
Skywalker.
which is hilarious because it's like 18 different spinoffs now.
Darth Maul.
Did they just do that?
Yeah, Darth Maul, Sam Whitworth.
But also Sam Witwer was he was a soldier in The Mist.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one that. Yeah.
So I wonder if that would have been like that's like little wink wink.
Yeah.
You know, like if you watch some of my stuff I've done, you said he's the soldier
Well,
in
Lord-
The Walking Dead. Is that the same
Yeah.
character? You know what I mean? It's like that's it's
The one spinoff that they missed.
Oh, boo.
unbelievable.
Bruh.
Y'all talking
Yeah.
about some Frank Darabont, man. R.I.P. Rob Reiner.
But that's what you know.
Oh, no, but
Yeah,
no,
we
that's what
keep
we're talking
going
about.
back to right.
But what I'm saying is this is because we have a Frank Darabont.
Yeah.
because
It's a
of
Rob
Rob
Reiner
Reiner.
tree.
Castle
Yeah.
Rock, just Castle Rock in general gave us some shit.
Yeah, like we
Yeah.
did the Stephen King episode like a few months ago, and like it was just us talking about Rob Reiner and Frank Darabont movies. It was like, okay, you got Stand by Me, Misery,
Facts.
Shawshank, Green Mile, The Mist. There's like two other ones, but it's like that's that's kind of it. It's like, Carrie, The Shining, It. That's about it. I was like, that really.
I wanna get into a couple trailers that came out though, not to cut it off.
Oh,
Did we all get the Doomsday trailer? That
yeah,
big,
that
Yeah.
trailer.
that big ass nothing burger?
It was a 20-second teaser.
Yeah.
About 30 seconds. That's all it was.
Yeah.
I liked
It's
it.
not a trailer. To me,
I
that's not a trailer.
liked it. That's like this is like at work. Like I have one guy that I talk Marvel with a lot. We're in our heads like, what if it's this? What if it's that? This is the rumor. This is the rumor. And his last day was Thursday. He didn't work Friday. And I told him before we left on Thursday, it's like we're talking all this shit, but it's gonna be just a little tease and a bunch of nothing. And that's what we got.
Okay with it.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Cap.
Well,
I guarantee you,
with
they say they got like 3 different teasers.
I was about to say,
trailers or
which one of you
whatever.
nerds are gonna go see Avatar again just to see the other
Yeah.
trailers?
No,
said like, yeah, that's what he spoiled for him. That there's like 4 different ones.
yeah.
I
I
was-
wonder if they're gonna do each character for a different character for each one. Like, oh, this person's gonna return, or this person's gonna return.
Yeah.
One of either the next one or the third one's gonna be Thor.
But wasn't his name like? I'm like, is it going to be more people that Chris Evans' name was not on those
No.
chairs? So it's like, oh, fun. Is it going to be more people that weren't on the chairs?
No idea.
Reed,
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, probably.
Tom Holland.
And it's interesting. I'm sure y'all thought about this. How they don't say Captain America will return.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers.
That's a fact. Good catch.
Yeah.
I just assume he's back as Captain America,
We got-
The hell with you.
but because they showed the suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he put the suit away, though. He put the suit away. So,
Yeah.
He's got to be, right?
He impregnated Peggy.
But I'm like, I was like, is that his baby? Or is that the Fantastic Four baby?
Franklin.
I don't know.
Hey, it's
looked like-
Franklin.
It got some oohs and ahs and claps in my thing, and I was like, we're back. Who cares?
We're
That's
back.
great. We got a year. Like, who gives a shit? Like, that's all we needed.
And also, at the end of the day, come on, this is leading up to Secret Wars and all this other BS. You knew everybody's coming back.
That's why I'm
Some variation and all that.
Yeah.
Arlen. I'm like,
The countdown supposedly ends in May on whatever Tony Stark's birthday is.
Yeah.
the 3000th of May.
Yes. Ass.
And also this, when you all saw that's a real time clock somehow.
Sure.
Is it not?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Because
It's
it
all
was
number
it was from the
months.
date.
I
Like
don't know.
literally.
it was like 11 months and whatever, and they just kept going. Yeah.
I don't know.
Right?
But the time that I saw it has to be the same time that y'all saw, seeing it at different times than me.
Because you got to realize, remember, okay, we're going to get on this and get right
I don't
off
even
of it
remember
because
what numbers are on it.
remember the Matrix Resurrection? They had teasers and they had a countdown.
Yeah.
And the countdown was actual, like, legit for each time you watched it. I don't know if y'all remember that.
No.
Oppenheimer did that too. Like,
Yeah. So I'm like, did they? I'm like, man, it's December, a whole year, but
just did the math. Yeah, I liked it. It's like, obviously you want more, but it's like it's a year away.
Yeah. I
felt
don't want a real Doomsday trailer. I don't want action on screen until like May or Comic-Con.
I want that second in-game trailer where it was like, yeah, and it showed nothing in hindsight. Like, it showed like Tony Stark on the ship, which you knew he was there anyway. So it's like, damn, they're alone.
Got to get off Titan somehow.
Rocket on Rhodey's shoulders, and you're just like, uh-oh, that's a fun team up. And it's like, you have no idea what you're even looking. You have no idea what's going on. And it shows Steve like tighten his shield. That's all we need.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just like, it's like, oh, they're fighting something. It's like, you have no fucking idea what they're doing. You know the context.
People don't remember, like, people just assume, like, nobody knew that Thanos was actually returning to be the main villain.
Really?
Like a past version of Thanos.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Straight going into Endgame, all I knew was, okay, like, we got to get everybody back that snapped away. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but we got to get it done.
They had to kind of allude to that was like a revelation, was like it showed them walking in those like quantum suits. And it was like Tony was with them. It was like, all right, we're gonna we've got bigger fish to fry. We're gonna get Tony out of space. That was it. That was the only thing. It was the only thing. It was like showed them walking the quantum suit. You didn't even know really why they were wearing the suits.
Yeah.
No. It was like, oh, no, they're all matching. They're like, oh, they're matching suits. And it's like they showed Scott like outside. And it was like, oh, well, okay, Ant-Man's in the middle. Yay. They didn't give away anything. I was like, we need to do that with this. That's why I'm kind of like, those names on those chairs.
This is the first half of a 2-movie event.
Yeah.
They're going to lose this one, and then we're going to wait a year for them to fix it.
You know what's hilarious? There was a huge, and I think they even they were so confident that we wouldn't figure it out, and we didn't. So there was a double for old Steve Rogers sitting on a bench.
False. That was Chris Evans.
It was Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. And you look it up, the actor who was the double took a picture of himself, and he posted it on his Instagram. He said, "You wouldn't believe who I'm playing." He put that out a whole year.
Believe what I'm doing today.
Yeah, it's basically like that. And he was the reference double for what's her name? Evans. Look at Randy.
No.
I gotta find that.
Oh, what are you?
I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. But no, what other trailers?
The only other one I got is Supergirl.
Ah.
Say again, Nick.
There's been a lot of trailers in the last like week.
Disclosure Day.
Yeah. Digger.
Yeah, let's talk about Digger.
Yeah.
Let's fucking talk about Digger.
The Odyssey, which wasn't really a trailer.
I didn't get shit for the Odyssey.
Nope.
I got a poster.
That's gonna look insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's new Nolan. We're going to see it. It's new Spielberg. We're gonna go watch it unless my theater drops the fucking ball for the third straight Spielberg movie.
Damn, you didn't get the Fablemans?
I didn't get Fablemans or West Side Story.
Damn, that's horrible.
Bro, you just got to move out of Mexico, bro. That's where you live.
He's basically in Mexico.
I know.
In 2021, like, what the fuck were they playing otherwise?
I don't remember.
So you got 8 screens, right?
Yeah. They do this just to disappoint me.
Do they ever double up? I mean, on the big movies, I assume.
Bro, I thought Avatar was gonna get like 3 screens. It did not.
You got 2?
I don't think it got 2.
You got 1?
Really?
Just 1?
No, yeah. There's a 9:30 3D. There's a 10 o'clock standard. It had to have been in 2 screens.
So it's 2. And the other movie,
a lot for a 3-hour movie.
Let me ask you this: What do you guys think it'll make worldwide over the weekend? Because last I checked, going into yesterday, it was at 136 million.
about probably 210.
That's what they were 3, and they were like, that would be so low, and I'm like, that would be huge.
Yeah,
Right.
For now,
Domestic, it made 36 on Friday alone. Domestic, it said it made 36 mil, but overseas and all that was over a little bit over 100 mil
yeah, it's gonna make most money.
overseas.
I
And
mean,
also keeping
If word of
keep in mind,
word
this
of
is
mouth
true.
spreads and everybody agrees that it's the same fucking thing as Way of Water, it's not gonna crack no billion.
Nah,
possible. It will. It'll leg out during like it's the Christmas movie.
Yeah.
This movie,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
really no
normies like
competition.
Avatar. Normies like the built-in franchise. Like they'll go see
Yeah.
it, and then
Like,
those
they-
super geeks that really want to see every Avengers trailer.
And remember how many people, like I know families that on Christmas Day,
they're gonna be in
go,
there.
They go.
I'll be with
And they
Jack
got-
Black. I'll be with Paul Rudd getting my Anaconda on.
No way.
No,
No way.
No, speaking
I
of
already
which,
got that movie.
Randy, I meant to ask you
Yes,
the
sir.
movies in theaters.
Huh?
Randy, my smartless brother.
What up, pimpin'?
Did you get the stand-up movie, Bradley Cooper?
Oh, is this thing on?
I'd be seeing it
this
right
thing-
now if I did.
Damn, really?
I would have triple dipped yesterday. I would have watched
Mm.
3 fucking movies yesterday had I got Is This Thing on.
It
I'm
doesn't
not
go-
the biggest Will Arnett fan.
No.
He annoys me the most out of the 3.
You say he annoys you with the French thingy? No, the
Yeah,
Italian
they haven't
thingy?
done that shit in the last episode or 2.
No, they haven't.
But that movie looks very good.
yeah, no, I don't think I got it in a lot of theaters.
I wanted to see it already, but then
I'm in
the
the biggest
Laura
market.
Dern episode definitely sold me.
It doesn't
Yeah.
fly till January. They
Oh,
are.
there we go. So they're
Oh,
doing the
okay.
Oscar contention thingy.
Yeah, they just aren't advertising it at all for whatever.
So it's limited now. So it's
Oscar
cool.
nominee Will Arnett. Can you
I think so.
imagine?
He didn't get a Globe.
nah.
They
Yeah.
keep every episode. This is like some fourth wall podcast talking about another podcast. They've been hyping that shit up for like the last like 6 episodes, and I'm assuming rightfully so. Bateman must be like, yo, don't say shit about Zootopia, because they don't
Yeah.
mention Zootopia ever.
A show. It's like I got stuff going on too, but don't worry about it.
No, but back to the what's the name? The thing that's gonna help Avatar 3 is it has no competition. No.
Yeah, because Wicked's been,
Anaconda.
Zootopia will keep making money, but like it's already made $1 billion, and then
Yeah.
Bob. So like, yeah, Avatar's kind of like it's like when they put out Star Wars at Christmas. It's like, hey, this is the big movie.
Nobody else wants any holiday smoke.
Yeah,
Yeah. And you know, with them bass, I mentioned this. I think I did. Because another thing that's really helping them, I think I saw the percentage is over 90% of the showings are 3D.
yeah. There is not a standard IMAX.
I have
Yeah.
one. It's at 10 in the
There
morning.
was. These bastards switched my ticket.
Yep.
Fuckers.
No way.
Yes. No, I had an IMAX 2D, and I looked on the thing again, and it was just magically. I'm like, come on, I didn't, because I can't. I need advice from y'all. I've only been wearing these things for over a year and a half. I can't put glasses over these glasses,
That's what I did.
and I'm not into contact.
That's the
yet.
only
And
way to do it.
Yeah,
I'm-
I did.
but these big ass Jeffrey Dahmer glasses, I'm not getting those little ass.
Bro.
3.
You know those are the John Amoses.
No,
John Amos.
Put the motherfuckers back on.
I'm surprised they had them in. I saw it in Dolby Cinema.
Put the motherfuckers
Um,
back on and just say McDowell's.
The John Amos. But no, I saw it in Dolby Cinema. They surprisingly had it in 2D, which was nice. They even James Cameron even had the special message like you're gonna hear it the best it can be heard in Dolby Vision. Like, okay, James, shut up.
No, I
The,
get
the
that.
3D was cool. It always is because like it was filmed in 3D. It had like the high frame rate.
It had that too.
I
Not even
didn't
in,
like the high frame rate.
yeah,
that
it had
much.
that in regular.
The thing about the high frame rate is like I get why people don't like it because it's kind of jarring. But
Yeah,
also
it is.
every frame of the movie, it feels like you're watching something that's just like a little south of normal. Like it's like you are not watching a normal movie. You are watching something that's like Pandora. They move like this, and that is just every time you're watching it, it's just like this is whoa.
Yeah.
I think that's what for. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. It works. I don't
My thing with the frame rate
very long.
issue is, I think James Cameron's a hair ahead of the technology,
Yep.
because some of the frame rate, it was going so fast that it seemed a little blurred, like it wasn't
Yeah.
clear or crisp, and that sometimes took me out of certain scenes. But like, I enjoyed the movie. Like, once you got used to it, it is what it was.
Yeah.
It is. But like, Way of Water seems so clean and crisp compared to this. So I was like, okay, but that frame rate, I think he's breaking barriers and doing stuff for cinema, which is great.
It's like,
But at the end of the day, he's just a hair ahead of it. I think there's a place for it once the rest of the technology catches up. But I think the frame rate is just a little bit too advanced.
He directed
right
the
now.
best Aquaman movie. One
Yeah.
Entourage fan.
oh yeah.
No, yeah, you're too late.
I used to like tell people that like when the Aquaman movie came out, and I was like, you know how like weird this is? Like, you explained this to me like as a 10-year-old that like we're getting an Aquaman movie. We're like, yeah, well, Aquaman, he's like a big superhero. I was like, he used to be a joke. It used to be considered like so not a thing that like the running thing on Entourage that they were making an Aquaman.
They were made, yeah.
Like, they're like, well, they'll never do that. So it's like, who can they play that's like popular enough that it would still be kind of ridiculous?
But Spielberg is back as far as Alien movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit looks
That's
so
big.
great.
I was thinking like he did Ready Player One, which was kind of like a big
Banger.
blah blah blah, but it was almost like like it was a big.
Banger.
But other than that, the last like 10 years, like he's done like The Fablemans, The Post, Bridge of Spies, Hit, even like West Side Story, which is kind of big in scope, but still it's not like a popcorn blockbuster necessarily.
No.
So I'm like, what is the last movie like this that I'm like, War of the Worlds?
Probably, yeah, 20 years
Oh,
ago.
Is that's an Alien movie too? I completely
AI.
spaced that one.
Minority Report. Like, I was like, this has that vibe, that close encounter.
Yeah. And which is funny, he and
Horror
James
fire?
Cameron had a discussion about aliens.
I did not get that trailer in front of Avatar, by the way. I thought that was the whole reason it got released.
I got Disclosure Day.
I did not get that or Supergirl in front of Avatar, but I got that
I
fucking
didn't get Supergirl.
Rat.
Like super, yeah.
I got that rat movie where he's tied to the chair, and it was like,
I got Avengers. I got Disclosure Day, and I forget there was something else. I forget.
I got
A lot of fucking commercials.
I got fucking Anaconda. I was like, where's Disclosure Day? Where's
Anaconda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I think it was a commercial they showed, a TV spot they showed for Anaconda, and there was this guy talking about hunting the snake, and I bust up, and Jack Black, that had to be not in the script, and Jack Black responded to him like, "What are you talking about?"
It had to be funny, right? Like
yeah.
those people.
And speaking of spoilers, they spoiled.
Don't
a
say
cameo.
it. Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say.
Don't
it.
say
They
it.
spoiled it.
I had to unfollow discussing film because those sons of bitches spoiled it for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
They showed it during the Bears game last night.
Oh, I missed that. I must have still been on the Pacers.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, thanks.
It
Yeah.
was not a trailer that I saw, but it has been spoiled for me.
Let me see.
Yeah,
In the last 10 years, Spielberg did the BFG, The Post, Ready Player One, West Side Story, Fablemans, and now Disclosure Day.
Yeah, BFG,
Pretty good.
Yeah. Solid
Giants.
run.
Like The Post, that was great. Bridge of Spies was great.
I love
Yeah.
it. I really
Fable-
like The Post.
Great. They're all like really good.
yeah.
Like,
You know who doesn't like Bridge of Spies?
yeah,
Mark Ruffalo.
yeah. Mark Ruffalo.
Man, that's horrible. But anyway,
Zoolander walk. Thank you, Lenny. But no, I mean it just looks. And
Oh.
it's got like a feel like I can't really describe it, but it's just like the tension, like the vibe in the trailer. It's Spielberg. It's
Yeah.
jump. It's It's AI. It's War of the Worlds. Like that. I don't know. I can't describe it. It's just like he just has it. Like he just has that juice. That's like no. He's so.
I think besides Chris...
Spielberg, to me, I think is great at any genre.
Yeah.
To me, he's the GOAT. He's the best. To my favorite director and best director.
Probably.
But also, I think when it comes to sci-fi, that's when he really taps in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different kind of dog in him when it comes.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I watched that trailer multiple times. I've watched the trailer like 4 or 5 times. I don't know what's going, like what they're talking about. I'm like, are they talking about God? No, they're talking about aliens. And I'm like, God, aliens?
Fair enough.
I mean, when Emily Blunt's like doing the weather girl shit, and then the crop circles, like there are signs elements to it.
Oh, it's
Cause she like does like that clicky talking shit.
creepy.
Yeah.
I went for Mel Gibson to hop out. So it's like,
Man, so I think I'll rewatch his Alien movies before that. So Close Encounters, E.T., War of the Worlds.
I'm pretty happy with my Spielberg ranking, I think. I might try to do something to hype myself up and like reassess.
It's shit.
4K.
I really want to rewatch. I really want to do a full Spielberg rewatch, but in June,
well, you'll be doing that for 10 years.
in
bro.
May and
Yeah.
June, I just don't think.
It's like,
I don't think I can in summer.
I did that Ready Player One. So
like if I did a top 10 Spielberg list, I would constantly change because I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot this one, or yeah, I forgot that. Like it's
the other day, there's a few I think I'd change, but I'm pretty happy with my number one. Is my number one forever.
I can tell you for
what
a
is your
fact,
number one?
Nick has Ready Player One way too low.
Yes. But I mean, like compared to like what Jurassic Park and Schindler's List, and
Jurassic Park is my one.
to me, E.T. is like one of the greatest things that we've ever done as a species. We could go E.T. to aliens.
So you're gonna take credit for Steven Spielberg's genius.
He said, we as a human race.
Also, like people don't really talk. I don't think Close Encounters of the Third Kind gets enough love. That movie is
good.
phenomenal.
So good. It's so.
Like, nobody really talks about it when they really mention Spielberg.
They should.
I do. It's
I love that movie.
like
Yeah.
5. There's a couple things I want to. I've got like Jaws at 3, and I'm like, it's time to grow up and put Jaws at 2.
He said time to grow up.
Time to grow up. It's better.
It's something. I don't know if you all. They had the movie day. Anybody who's a fan of movies needs to see Jaws
I did.
on the big screen. Yeah, they recently had the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, I saw it on IMAX. That thing was phenomenal.
Man,
I was pissed
yes.
at like the $4 day, and I told my dad, I was like, "Bruh, we can go see any movie we want, $4." Jaws, the best movie ever, is playing in IMAX.
IMAX, yeah, which
And he was like, let's go to see it in 3D instead. And I was like, no.
yeah,
And we ended up going to see it in 3D. And like, it was still cool. Like, we had a good time. But it was in one of those like little auditoriums.
Yep. Yeah, see it in. Yeah.
yeah, it was amazing in IMAX.
Like, we could have gone to see this in IMAX.
But yeah, yes.
I think my top 5, I got Jurassic Park, Raiders, Catch Me If You Can, Last Crusade, Saving Private Ryan.
That's what I'm saying. It's.
I don't think anybody's top list will be the same.
No,
That's
no.
how.
Yeah.
Last Crusade.
It's phenomenal.
Yep.
Yeah. They should have ended that right there.
Yeah.
They should have ended it right there.
Would have been the perfect trilogy.
I would call that. It's got to be
Toy Story
I
and
think
Indiana
Last
Jones.
Crusade has one of the best Indiana Jones scores. I think is
It's great. It's probably my top.
Also, talking about scores, John Williams doing Disclosure Day. I mean, that guy is something else. I mean,
That's why I say, like, I don't just subscribe to just like, oh, you get old and you're like, you just die because you're old. I'm like, I feel like John Williams is still putting out like.
No, there's a saying. The worst thing about retirement is boredom.
yep.
Yeah, that's why it's like people like someone like Chris Plummer like, dies, and it's like bullshit. He just died. Like, no, he did, and I was right. But yeah,
No, but you're right, Eric. I think everybody's top 5 is going to be different.
Yeah. But I tell you what, I'll give. This turned into a whole. Okay, how about this? Segue and relating. What are y'all? Let's do top 3. What are y'all top 3 Rob Reiner movies?
That to me is number 1 is A Few Good Men.
All right, that's good. Can't argue that.
I
And
want
Princess
to.
I think
I want
Princess Bride is 2 to me. After that, it gets a little tough because it's like, I mean, you got Stand By Me, you got Misery.
It's gonna be one of those, like when he had that awesome run. It's gonna everybody top
That's
3.
what I'm saying. It's
Harry Met Sally. Harry Met Sally, Few Good Men, Stand By Me. If not, but like Few Good Men, Stand By Me could switch. I could also put The Sure Thing in there and be fine.
Right now,
people forget
I
about
have
Ghost of Mississippi too.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, that
I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
when Alec Baldwin is the biggest jerk in the movie in real life, but
right now I have When Harry Met Sally, A Few Good Men, and Misery. In a couple weeks, that could shake up.
That's fine.
I'm gonna do a run through like on starting the second, and it could shake up.
I'm telling you,
my top 3 would be a Few Good Men, Princess Bride, and American President. That would be my top 3 right there.
Right, again, like you talk about like Blueprint. That is like you're like, what's a like fantasy movie that everyone loves? That is like the example of any given thing that's it's like, yeah, The Princess Bride. Like some people will say like,
yeah,
or Labyrinth, and it's like, look deep within yourself. You tell me these are better than The Princess Bride.
But that's the thing, Nick. You hit it on the head. It's like there is some jackass or schmuck out there that does not like The Princess Bride. But at the end of the day,
you remember?
I want to say about 98% of the population that have seen The Princess Bride love that movie, or at least like it.
My little sister, like that was like her movie when we were growing up. I was maybe like 8, and so she would have been like maybe 5, and like she just loved The Princess Bride, and I had not seen it. I was like pretty young, and was like, I guess my mom didn't like sit down with me and watch The Princess Bride, but it was more like she presented like this girl movie, and I can remember watching it for the first time and being like,
even though you looked like Fred Savage, you didn't get the same treatment.
Like, why wouldn't you have showed me this? It's like the best movie. It's so fucking funny. What is wrong? And yeah, it adds everyone.
Yeah, and let's not forget. I forgot what it was on. It was just random. This Carl Reiner, Rob Reiner did a parody of the bedroom scene. Rob Reiner's in the bed and Carl Reiner's leaving. I don't know if y'all saw that.
No.
And it's like, will you read me a story again? Like, as you wish. And Carl Reiner. You never saw that, Randy?
No.
Yeah.
I was like before he passed. Like,
yeah, it was fairly recent.
Yeah.
Inconceivable.
But it's funny. It's like the Deadpool thing that he did with Fred Savage.
Oh yeah. Does anybody have that? Because that's hard to find now.
I have Once Upon a Deadpool.
Yeah.
I got it right in collection.
I've got it. I've watched it once.
No, I never watched it, but I got it to have it.
But that thing that's makes it worth watching is like they do the Princess Bride thing with Fred Savage.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the blueprint for the whole, just all of it. Like Grandpa's going to tell me a story.
How much of Deadpool 2 do they really edit to PG-13 it?
It's pretty.
But it's easy because he has the mask on. You just have to change some dialogue and pull out.
Yeah.
It's like,
see, if they pull out though, that makes it NC-17. You said it.
That was quick.
You got to be sharp around here, homie.
Oh man. But yeah, that's
the thing though. Going back to lists and everybody shit being different. Like when you're great, like Rob Reiner, when you're great, like Spielberg, you put out so much dope shit that nothing is unanimous.
No, that's you know,
that's what makes it fun.
A girl I worked we were talking about it, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's so fucking terrible." She was like, "Is it bad though?" Like she's not like a movie buff or anything like that. So like a lot of people, it's like you've seen a movie, you don't necessarily. Most people don't know like who directed this or that, and like that's fine.
Yeah,
like
it should be taught in the schools.
Yeah, watch like Good Men, but you know who directed it. But she was like, "Is it weird that like I think of him as Jess's dad on New Girl?"
No, it's not. He left an impact.
I guess. I've not watched New Girl, but it's like I get online.
It's great.
Tons of people who referenced him for his role in the New Girl.
New Girl, yeah.
Tons of people who referenced him in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like they were like, I don't know him well, but he was the dad in Wolf of Wall Street. And he was funny as fuck in that movie. And I was like, that is funny as fuck in that movie. He was on The Bear. He was on this last season of The Bear, and he was really good.
I mean, think about it though. Like we're talking about directors, like Rob Reiner had that run and all that, but like before we even got a title, it's Spielberg's new movie. When Christopher Nolan is working on it's Christopher Nolan. It gets to a point when the director is the reason why you're seeing it. It doesn't matter what the name of the movie is, or it doesn't matter. Like the minute they say Nolan's working on a new movie, I'm there. Like it doesn't. They could say his new movie's coming out 2 years from now. There's no title. That hasn't even casting. You're already gonna go when the director is the headliner and not the title of the movie.
Hey, the way
that's that.
The way Amazon and Bezos and MGM is gonna fuck this next James Bond, it's directed by Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah.
There's going to be some level of good in it.
I think we should. Like, I think Rob with that, that run that he had that everybody talks about should have been that. Even,
exactly.
Like North, it's like whatever. Who gives a shit? Spielberg directed The Terminal. None of this matters. It's like you're allowed to.
Damn.
Everybody
why is the Terminal catching strays?
Yeah.
When 1941 is right there, why is the Terminal catching strays?
Yeah.
I just said that because it was just kind of like a random, and between that, he did The Terminal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 1941 is nuts.
But something that's going to prevent, we talking about household name director, something that's going to prevent Denis Villeneuve from becoming a household name is I got into, now my boy, he's a fair movie buff, but
that guy?
No.
Okay.
No. Not him. He's not, he's a normie of norminess. No, but another buddy of mine, which is his brother, which is funny. We were talking about, I was talking about, yes, James Bond. I was like, man, I'm like, Denis Villeneuve is going to do the new Bond movie. He's like, who? I'm like, Denis Villeneuve,
bitch.
Blade Runner,
Dude.
Sicario.
Prisoners.
Like, oh, Dennis. I'm like, no. Denis.
He's French, sir.
He's French. One N.
Get some culture.
He honestly didn't. I'm like, yes, that's how you say his name. That's how he says it.
He's like, who's going to play M in it? Is it going to be Ralph Fiennes?
Exactly.
The S is silent, and Ralph Fiennes is M, homie.
Yeah. That's what
man.
That guy needs to win an award. Academy.
Oh, who's going to play him? I thought you said who's going to play him. My bad.
No.
That's funny.
I know. I almost said Q. I was like, did I say?
Do we think that they're going to do the Bond thing and keep all the supporting MI6 characters from No Time to Die? And just recast?
I hope so, but I don't know.
But Bond died. Does that close off that story and all the actors?
Oh, yeah, of course they're going to do another actor, another set of movies.
Yeah, they're going to change
it. For sure.
Yeah.
But every new Bond kept the same M, Moneypenny, Q, etc. All the way through Brosnan.
Until Daniel Craig did it.
Daniel Craig is the first Bond to ever die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do they? It's 4 years old.
Spoiler, guys. Sorry.
Word on the street is they're leaning towards Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I'd hate it, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
He's a great actor, but he's just too on the nose.
I think he's a good actor. I think he's got the look. He's a handsome guy. He's like Scottish, isn't he? His like, I don't got like the.
So Sean Connery.
Yeah, Sean Connery is Scottish.
Got him. Snatch Nick's tongue.
No, people forget. Like I told my boy, I'm like, people forget Pierce Brosnan is fucking Irish.
Yeah, he's
yes.
But I'm like, he's
as long as you're from Europe, I think you clear.
Like, I don't know.
Henry Golding.
Henry Golding would be good. Yeah, I think I heard that movie Eternity. What's that dude's name? The guy.
Oh, Miles Teller.
Not Miles Teller. The other.
I don't know. The other guy.
And I'm like, maybe.
I really want to watch Eternity.
Eternity was really good. To me. I thought it was really good, really funny.
Motherfucker.
And I was like, that guy could be James Bond. People are
what's his name? Callum Turner?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
He's handsome. Yeah. British.
I hope they just go with Henry Cavill. Because I guess years ago when
Guy Ritchie already did that.
The new Bond, he just missed out over Daniel Craig.
He's
so,
like,
I mean,
old. He's too old to be.
He's too old, and that's unfortunate thing.
Guy Ritchie already did that. We've seen Cavill as the British spy. It was cool.
Which
Man
was
from Uncle.
good. Unfortunately, nobody else saw it.
Yeah.
Yep, Man from Uncle was really good.
Yeah, because what's the name? You kind of pushing it with Aaron, because he's not the young. He's 35, so you're gonna get 10 good years out of him.
Just
That's 3 or 4 movies.
I was like,
Yeah.
Osmond was like 30.
How long was Roger Moore doing that shit?
So that's a big complaint. Roger Moore was older than the Bond girls' mother when he did the last
Play
movie.
a play on. Play a play on.
And that's a big criticism because it was
James
For
Bond
Your
don't
Eyes
give
Only.
no fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, which was a good movie, but the criticism was that he was too old.
He was too old.
But he's suave though. It's James Bond.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on.
I just hear Pennywise.
That's James
You're all
Bond.
too
Yeah.
old.
Pierce
But
Brosnan
no,
was young when he started because they wanted him.
back
He was
in
doing
Remington.
Steel.
Remington Steel.
Yeah.
Steel fucked him. Same with like
Yep.
Magnum
But
PI.
If the cards played that way, would he have done those Dalton movies and then got fucked
Yes.
over?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Mm.
Good.
He would have done the 2 adult movies plus the 3 or 4 he did after, you know what I mean, when he started.
But I'm saying
They-
though, like Timothy Dalton got fucked out of a 3rd movie probably over like rights or some shit, and
Yeah, it was. I forget exactly what happened, but
But
yeah,
like,
he was supposed to do more.
right.
There's
Pierce Brosnan.
So I don't think Brosnan would have gotten Goldeneye.
well, like,
check out this documentary on, they do it for a whole bunch of franchise. They got it for Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Fast and the Furious. It's called Icons on Earth. It's on Amazon.
one of
And
these.
they have
Where else would
about
they be?
James Bond.
Mm.
They talk to George Lazenby, how he ended up being Bond and what happened. Like, it goes through the whole history of how it started,
Call me when they do
where they
Icons
got
on
to,
Saturn.
and all that. But it's very intriguing.
It's like Pierce Brosnan did 4 Bond movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good ones,
Went 2 for 4.
bad ones. But I'm like, if Brosnan starts with what, License to Kill,
The Living Daylights.
or Living Daylight,
Living Daylights, yep.
and does he do those? GoldenEye, Or Never Dies.
I
No,
don't
because
think
the
so.
reason that it was that big gap between that had something to do with business.
Yeah.
Like, what if
Yeah.
he
That wasn't the actor.
stopped? Would that be like the best James Bond run? Probably not. Probably Daniel Craig, but still.
Yeah.
And people forget,
Would they even do World Is Not Enough? Because that movie sucks.
there's a James Bond movie that's done, but it's not canon.
It's mid as
Never
fuck
say
when
never
Die Another
again.
Day is
Yeah,
right there.
that came from
Which
that
one?
came from a contract thingy
Never
because
Say Never Again.
yeah,
It's the guy
because
who had the rights.
right,
of
Sean
James
Connery
Bond.
is the only Bond to leave and come back.
He just wanted to
Yep.
remake Thunderball, didn't
And then
he?
he grabbed because Never Say Never Again is actually this
It's
Thunder
a
was
remake of Thunderball.
He wanted to redo
Yeah.
Thunderball.
but it's not like Rocket said, it's not canon. It's not Ion Productions.
Yeah.
Neither is
It's
that
funny,
Casino
too, because
Royale from the
That,
60s.
that came out against
same year.
Octopussy.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Octopussy. And the thing is, Roger Moore and Sean Connery, because they were doing the same cat, they became good friends as the years went on.
Right, which is funny.
Which is funny, but yeah, so they had 2 James Bond movies out the same year, and just they did very well.
Yeah.
But I think Octopussy did better. But at the end of the day, it's just crazy how one of them is not canon.
Yeah, just let Villeneuve do his thing. You can't
You
mess
would
it
think.
up. Yeah,
Are we talking about Bond? Like, what the hell? Where did we?
yeah, we went off.
Bro.
Somebody switched the track.
Oh,
We went-
I actually think that's my fault because I said that Amazon was gonna fuck it up because good director, like a good director is a good director, but studio interference is a bitch.
I think it goes back. Like I was saying, I was like, the director is the headliner, and I'm like, Rob Reiner should have been that. I think that's what it was
Yeah.
like. He had run in the '80s, early '90s,
yeah,
and it's like a movie like North comes out, and then people like lose their confidence.
yeah.
That's
But you
not-
see, but you know what they do besides that, Nick, the headliner thing. Instead of there's 2 type of headliners when it comes to filmmaker. It's from Steven Spielberg or it's from the director of.
yeah,
Yeah,
they should be doing like they aren't doing that with The Housemaid right now. Like Paul Feig, it's like you could say this is from the director of
Yeah.
Favor and Bridesmaids, and you'd probably get way more.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was him directing it until I just looked for myself.
And it's
yeah.
if you like A Simple Favor,
It's the exact same
it's-
lane.
it's that kind of like he did it, he's got it.
Mm-hmm. But we know why they probably don't say his name because still he got the residue, the Ghostbusters residue.
Which isn't fair.
been
He's
10
directing.
No,
years.
it's not fair at all. Yeah.
He directed Last Christmas, which was okay.
It's better than okay.
Really
You
good.
son of a bitch.
Simple Favor was really good. Another
Oh man.
Favor was something. It was fine.
Right. Another Simple Favor and Ghostbusters are solid, and those are like his two like
Ghostbusters
weakest movies
Good.
to
I
me.
don't care what his Ghostbusters movie was good. It's like on par with most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll
And
say it.
it's one thing I want to say that I think somebody said it before, and it's one of the biggest upgrades of speaking of Ghostbusters, Ray Parker Jr. is a piece of I just found out something about him that's horrible. But anyway, the Paul Feig Ghostbusters. There's one thing that he does that doesn't get a lot of credit.
Unleash Chris
Compared to the
Hemsworth
original
comedic
one.
chops.
Well, no, it's the Ghostbusters when they're ghost busting. The 2016, they actually move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about it. The original
No.
Ghostbusters, when they're ghost busting, they just stand there, and you know what I mean.
Let's touch tips.
Think about it. Think about it. No, think about it. 2016, they're moving and dodging, and they're running and ducking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that kind of. But yeah, the original,
So-
like, man, yeah, they kind of just like stand there.
They were practicing dodgeball.
Doing women.
But that's just a little.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
anyway.
yeah, yeah. We went from James Bond to Ghostbusters.
So before we wrap in 15 minutes, let's hit this Supergirl trailer.
Oh, we talking about that?
We did not.
Oh yeah, she's all right. Moving on.
Yeah.
I will say this when it comes to Supergirl, just the
Motherfucker.
character. Growing up, I read comics, and it's funny because my nephew and I get into this because he's big into comics, he's big into movies, and all that. And he tells me what the storylines are now, and I'm like, there was no damn dog, there was no crypto, there was none of this, and he's like, you're a dog hater. I'm like, no, I'm not. There was no dogs.
I was just about
Like
to
there was
say
no,
that.
like it was a different time, different era. I get all that, but to like the only thing I knew about Supergirl growing up was Helen Slater's movie Supergirl.
yeah.
Besides that, that's the only Supergirl I knew about. Now she's more prominent because of the comic books, and like, hey, comic books have changed. You know, there's a lot more characters out there that have made the big screen now than, and you never even heard of them. Like, you know, so at the end of the day, I understand how things change and all that, but I told, you know, like, it's going to come down to who's truly interested. I'm going
Yeah.
to watch it. We're all going to watch it because that's who we are. This is what we do. But there's going to be people out there that have no interest for this character. Like, for example, my
Yeah.
nephew and I were talking before the movie Avatar started. It's my niece, my wife, my nephew, and I. We're watching the movie, and he's like, man, for Superman 2, I can't wait to see Brainiac on the big screen. I'm like, we already did. He's like, when? He goes, Krypton, the TV series. I'm like, no, the leader in Captain America, Brave New World, you know, like jokingly. And I said, here's my point. So I asked Shelby, I go, do you know who Brainiac is? Right away, she goes, yeah, I don't get it. He's a DC character, but he was in the Marvel movie, right? So then I asked my niece. She goes, yeah, wasn't he in like Captain America? I'm like, and I said, and there you go. I said,
that
just because-
casual confusion.
Susan, I
It-
said,
Okay.
I said, just because we are in this community and to us, this means a lot to us, and we think everybody is the same way as us. I said, our community is this big. It's for us, it seems bigger, but it's not a big percent where the casual fans are going to get confused. with
Trailers got to
Brainiac. They're
cook.
going to be like, well, wasn't he in this or that? Like, these people, comic book movies are just comic book movies.
I have no
Yeah.
it, but I think a similar thing happened to like the collective consciousness when the Fall Guy came out and like Barbie was having its Oscar run. I have no proof, but I was like, I think like old people saw like trailers for Barbie and they saw trailers for the Fall Guy.
Oh,
You see that?
It's this is registering as the same thing in my mind. Because
James Gunn just got to edit a fire trailer.
yeah.
You
That's
don't
a
think
hell of a point on the Fall
that's a
Guy.
great point.
I have no proof. I
Fall
was
Guy
like,
was good.
the Fall
Oh
Guy
yeah, nobody wants to
The
see
guy
it.
did fall too.
I think people are just like, I just watched him do this last month.
But
when in reality, it's like, oh, it's very different. It's just like, but it's just blonde Ryan Gosling.
But no, that's a great point. Both of y'all are subconsciously or even consciously, a bunch of normies
stupid.
are like, oh, Ken has his own movie.
Because it seems to just be like the age of streaming. Like 2019 is like the cutoff from when every movie was making $1 billion.
When Disney Plus launched?
COVID. And then 2021 was like the streaming boom year where everyone had a streaming service. Everyone, it's like it's a competition now.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, I can't keep up with movies anymore. And it's like, but you can keep up with every show that comes on. Like
exactly.
Every day.
But
difference between Chicago Med and The Pit. And Grey's Anatomy.
If it's in Chicago, if Chicago's in the title, it's obviously lesser. Calm down, Bateman. Calm down, Patrick.
The way they say this, I don't know if you can attribute this to, because we're in the TikTok era. Everything has to be instant and quick, and you got idiot co-owners of major streaming services saying that going to the movies is an outdated concept.
Fucking stupid.
But even a buddy of mine, we were talking, and he says, "I'm like, dude,
that buddy."
Yes. I'm like, dude, there are a lot of good movies in theaters. And
but I can just sit at home and stay on my phone and not pay attention.
Yeah.
Oh, Randy, you eavesdropping.
You don't even know.
But no, check it out. I'm gonna tell you what he said. I forgot what movie I was recommending to him. And they're like, "Oh, I gotta get into the mood to watch a movie and sit down and pay attention. I'd rather just sit back and watch YouTube clips and play my game." I'm like, wow.
You're 6 years old? Like,
yeah.
It's just, what?
Nah, that's
I'm like,
I'm
like, yes, that's the point of watching a movie. You have to pay attention. And get into
this
it.
like short information video, this TikTok shit, it's rewired a lot of brains in our generation too.
Yes.
Not just kids.
I work with that will reference TikTok things. They will talk about Chat GPT, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? What do you mean you were talking to Chat GPT today? And they're
not even talking to real people.
Nope.
I have no idea what the fuck a Chat GPT is, other than it's a computer thing. It's fake.
But am I missing out on like a faction of life?
Fake shit. Fake shit has become cool in every facet of existence. Yeah. It's no longer derogatory to be fake.
But there's like Rocket said, it's this is what we do. And we have to, there's a bunch of stuff that we have to do. We have to keep physical media alive. We have to keep going to the movie theaters live. Because I went where I watched the Bears game that I was with my girl. We went to her cousin's party. There was a bunch of people there. And a couple of people brought their children. And these kids are like from
gross
5
behavior.
This is stupid. This is like these kids are 5 to 10. And I noticed like 3 of them are coming in with a tablet like under their arm. And I'm like, y'all can't disconnect. I mean, these kids, they'll sit in the corner and get on the tablet and Bluey and all this BS and playing the games. I'm like, wow, these kids are going to grow up and not be able to communicate.
Yeah.
I see it every day. I work in a program at school with special ed students. Mm-hmm. Now, it's people think special ed is a bad thing. No, some kids just have disabilities where they can't comprehend reading or things like that. And a lot of it, I say, it's learned behavior. It all starts at home.
Yeah.
Kids learn right from wrong, what's at home. I see it all the time. It's these kids struggle. Even the kids that are in gen ed, they struggle with communication because they have no social skills. Yeah. They go home. Like, look, I play video games. I do. And, I played them since I was a kid, teenager, even now. But at the end of the day you have to unplug. Like, I love playing sports games. I play all types of games. But even me playing Madden for an hour and a half, I'm like, whoa, time out. I got to unplug. It's too much. These kids, you put a tablet on them, they will be there from 8 a.m. to midnight.
And
a lot of parents.
And there's an obsession. And you know this, Sean, about there's an obsession about not just that they're doing that, it's about the content that they're watching. These kids like to watch other kids doing things.
Yes.
That's what's weird to me.
There's no originality. Like if you're gonna
y'all
want
to watch other kid play a game instead of just play a game yourself. Y'all watching this. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And it's like if you're gonna do that, then be creative and make a video of you doing it.
Yes.
If you watch it, like get some get some creativity, do something. Because a lot of these kids, that's like I asked. But we're on Christmas break. Friday was our last day of school. I asked, "What are you guys gonna do on break?" Video games, this, that, whatever.
YouTube.
YouTube. Like I remember growing up. Yes, I played sports in the summer and all that. But my mom had one thing for me. I had to do one book report, at least a page long. I had to read a book, and in that book, just a summary of a page long, so I could keep my skills of reading and like get ready for the new year coming up for school. Some of these kids,
well, that sucks too.
It does. Like as a kid, it sucked.
Yeah.
But you know what? It made me a better person. It made me understand things. Where a lot of these kids, they can't even write. Like I have 5th graders who are now last year who graduated. They can't even read or write. And this is something we have to teach them. By like this whole thing, what is it? No Child Left Behind. Yeah. I think messed up the education system because we're just pushing kids along. We're just pushing kids along, and when they get to high school, they know how to write their name because of memorization, not because they know the alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
that's a good point.
It's these kids come in with tablets. You really the parent don't want to deal. That's what's being a parent. You have to
I remember I had this little red thing. It looked like a tablet, but it had like buttons that gave you the answers to multiplication tables and shit. I used to have tools to help me learn as a kid, bro. Like
that's and you know it's funny. Like I remember they had
it's our generation of parents that don't want to put in the work.
Yep, and like there was games like Speak and Spell where you had to spell it, and that was a game, but you're learning.
Learning games,
learning games like that. When I went to my grandmother's house that time, I would bring my Nintendo once in a while and play, but I wasn't like plugged in. Like Eric, you hit it. These kids don't know what disconnecting is.
Yeah.
I can imagine 18-year-olds like at work, like they'll come in to trade in stuff. You got to read through a sign-in sheet and write it, and they'll just like other people will just sign their name. Like I'll tell you, if you could just sign this for me, and they'll just sign it. And like you get these, like you can always tell, like they'll be like, "Can I print or do I have to write it in cursive?" And I'm like, "What the fuck are you saying right now?" Like, what kind of question is that? What are you?
Yeah.
At least you know what cursive is.
Yeah, that's a little.
Yes, I want to see what you do.
But that's another thing that's not even being taught is how to write in script or in cursive. Like that used to be a big thing. Now,
I want calligraphy.
Penmanship is terrible.
We're learning it and then just being like, okay, that makes sense. But it's just really just like you just have to have a signal.
I want Nosferatu era calligraphy, motherfuckers.
Stupid.
Yo, first of all,
but no, it's no. I guess I was brought up that thing to say,
fuck them kids.
Michael Jordan.
Look. First, I'm gonna say,
at the end of the day,
What's up, Eric?
You can. No, I'm saying you can inspire, and also attention span is important.
That's
movies are. They take you away. You can inspire, but if you can't pay attention for more than 5 minutes, somebody pointed this out on these YouTubes, like it's one particular family that has a show on YouTube, and they have their kids. And somebody said, when memories are no longer a thing and what you're doing is becoming episodes, like you're going to look back and say, where's my childhood? Y'all, and you're programming other kids who are watching this to think this is the way life is supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's like instead of memories, you have episodes. Instead of genuine moments, you're acting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ruining, and I think this is why movies are important. You could go there and you're seeing something that isn't real, but it's entertaining, but this can also be educational. Like my younger cousin, and I'll show you some of her stuff. She's 22. She's in New York on, what do you call it? In school, God dug it. Tell me I'm brain farting. When you're going away to learn something in your field.
Spirit Quest.
Abroad? Like she's going abroad?
Yeah, she's going abroad. Oh, it's a word I'm looking for.
Abroad is
anyway,
overseas.
she's a cinematographer and she's an inspired filmmaker.
Ooh.
Nice.
And like, yeah, and these kids like with these tablets, like, you know something? Yes, technology is good, but you should always wonder if you're good at technology, learn how to create with it, not just absorb it. That's my thing. And you know, these kids under a certain age, they don't know how to make a traditional phone call.
That's
everything
wild.
Everything is video or FaceTime.
Yeah.
Check it out though. We ain't been talking about no movies for like 10, 15 minutes. Supergirl looks dope. I said let's play the card game. Y'all was scared. The next 2 episodes are gonna be top 5 of 25, top 5 most anticipated of 26. Is Rec League, and then we back in like 2 weeks. It's gonna be a lot of Rec League shit over the times to end and start the year. In 2 weeks, we're gonna do the first quarter preview. Yo, motherfuckers want smoke, but they can't handle no fire. Motherfuckers want to blow, but they can't cut they wire. Say they put in work, but know themselves that stick is tired. Shit expired. Despite they delusions, they never been admired. Richard was injured for countless adventures, spelunking and cave diving with numerous sisters. Said he trying to cut, but she grabbed the scissors, then complain about dudes who be faker than some dentures. My bars need sensors, but to try to say my shit, wag bro, they got no case. About to have your bitch scream till she make the ghost face. They know I got dope taste. I could renovate and redesign your whole place. Claim that you eatin', but I saw you get took for your lunch money. Life come out of left field and hit you in that gut punch tummy. If you ain't the one checking on me, I advise you, don't expect shit from me. Bitch, I stay on these beats like Doug Funny. And chill till the next episode.